Hello, greetings. All right, thank you for joining us. All right, I guess it's like a slight announcement. I'm going to start doing more Agarthian connections. It seems to be opening up my dream reality. I have to do this to make me feel like I'm doing something. Because normally I don't dream. I dream about California actually. Become some contents of that, like moving to California. I'm not dived into that. It was actually a whole conversation I'll go into. I'm still investigating it. I didn't think about it much today, but yeah, it was a whole conversation about moving. It was a dream about going to California. So who knows? This has to do with creativity, stuff like that. It's about making people feel, putting all this stuff out there. Well, to give you a little bit, it's like all this weirdness will be like funneled into, you know, artistic, information. And to give you more detail, yeah, the next book I'm be working on, I'm still repairing the current one, but it's had some errors in it, always grammar wise, and we're just doing some fixtures there. Um, the next one's going to be about the different dimensions, about Dimension X. It's going to be called Dimension X, but it's going to be like a mind, like what the hell am I connecting to? It's kind of weird stuff. So I like you ever see the movie Inception? Not like that, but it gives you an idea. My eyes all messed up. Okay. All right. Thank you for. All right. Here we go. Blessings. I guess I need to move my arm around for some reason. So, all right. Connect to angels, aliens, and positive vibrations. Pamela, are there any messages from Prime Creator? Just what's that? I'm looking for words. Trust your instincts. There's gonna be a change in April, probably around the end of it. As we're on crystalline energies, we'll be connecting more to your Garthian connections if you wish. You have a lot of bird energies you're connected to. Alien bird vibrations. Question 2, are there any messages from the hybrid children? I see Zeta hybrid children. They're on Mars, from I'm gathering. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Just I would connect to more of the fairies. Give yourself time. Well, it takes time, as you know. Marcus, for years I sometimes get pressure on a third eye region, very spontaneous, 1 to 2 times per month. Something must have happened in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I get multiple times daily. I can feel it is. I'm still. Is it only just me, or shit finally hitting the fan? The whole planet starts to wake up. The world if the world starts waking up, good luck on that one. If you get that memo, let us all know. I'm still very lazy and highly skeptical when it comes to meditation, aliens, and all the other spiritual stuff. Quite understood. Especially for me, alien stuff has been kind of. Well, I'm giving aliens a hard time. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, even the spirit. Yeah, just gotta trust yourself. I mean, I think you gotta trust somebody. I would trust your higher self, yeah. Well, even realize also skepticism can also cause a blockage. Sometimes you just gotta you go by your what's work. You're opening up more. I think you're connected more to your fairy, your Garthian self slightly. You're just just go. That's okay. Be skeptical, dude. That's fine. Just you gotta when you hear the right message, the right energy, then you'll open up more. There's no rush, as you can see. The rest of the world waking up. Good luck on that one. Well, you are connected to a parallel reality where the world's waking up. So I think people around you might start opening up slightly too. Do you know something about the Hawk Workshop all around the world? So many countries have some kind of bird in their flags as a background. U.S. Germany, Nazi Germany. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So many flags all show. Yeah, it's the Carians. Eat a snake. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's a hawk eating the reptilian. The Carians eating the reptilian. It's mostly well, it's Anunnaki are connected to, I believe it's more Carian. Carians are the eagle race, the hawk race. They're the more dominant race. I mean, they are, some of the Anunnaki are bird-like, but it's basically the hawk is showing that we rule. And obviously, yeah, that's yeah. I never thought about the different flags. Yeah, of the bird. I gotta look that up. That makes a whole lot of sense, especially the Nazis. It definitely makes sense. That kind of, the Nazis also show how the Carians are. They can be very like was it the Imperial of Star Wars? You know, the bad new villains in Star Wars. That's more like the Carians. You know, the dark side. They're connected to all the power. They want all the power. That's what it comes down to. We rule everybody, and they're influencing this world pretty much. You can see. So yeah, that's where it comes to the alien Carian race. I don't know if we can find a whole lot on them. So yeah, I've been connected to the wizard stuff. I'm gonna do more wizards, and I don't have any choice. I feel like that's the rabbit hole. But also with that, the alien stuff's going to really come out more. Because there's certain areas you got to connect with too. You got to it's like a maze. You have to kind of do certain things to open other pockets up, something like that. James, please tell me about in my Egyptian past lives, what pharaohs was I around? Ramses the first, maybe not around. Ramses the first, you're around. I do see slave lifetimes of around Ramses the First. Also, yeah, I don't think Egypt was a good time for you to be alive. It's like I do see construction of different temples, just not friendly stuff. Let's see here. Well, that was because a lot of the mistakes were made. The Atlantean energies that. Wow, that's different. I'll go be a slave. That's a different experience. I do see like a merchant down the road. It feels like he went to more Jerusalem than ancient Egypt. If there is anything in Egypt, if there's, it's all alien. If it's all like high powered alien before there's anything of a pharaoh there. If you want positive stuff, you want darkness, it's out when the pharaoh. Cleopatra, I think you had a connection during that time. I believe you're a Roman at that time. So I don't have all the knowledge of all the pharaohs, but which is good. I feel like the Arcturians are involved with me, or with me. Some do have any messages. Yeah, they're breaking you through the third dimension for sure. Realize a lot of the life lessons are there to open you up more. So, the first plane, it's a carrion plane. It's funny. I'm connected. Like this other question about the birds. I think this is something you should explore too. Your bird connections, the carrion connections. That should open up some of your hidden knowledge. It's not necessarily bad, but it's like you feel that domination from bird beings. Like we can fly, we can do everything we want. There's a lot of hidden stuff within the Carians. I'll probably have to go through that eventually. Oh well, it doesn't mean to be a subject matter of a video, but the Carians are. We'll see. I'm not sure if there's anything new to go into them, but we'll see. Yeah, golden birds, golden fairies are connected to also. What's Marianne? Any messages for me? Yes, connect to the golden fox. The fox energies can go through dimensions. They're showing me a fox alien being that goes through dimensions that you can connect to. It's like follow the white rabbit, follow the fox. Don't foxes dig holes like rabbits? Yeah. Anytime you see a fox, like you don't see it very often in pop culture or in culture in general, but it is a sign for you. Definitely many incarnations connected to them. Any messages from Metatron? Trust yourself as you are. Trust yourself even more to go into the rabbit hole of yourself. Yeah, so it's carrying alien energies. Basically, you're connected to the Bermuda Triangle. You have a lot of histories of the Bermuda Triangle. Places like that, basically, it shows that you're closing the Bermuda Triangle's energies down. You might be able to connect to that, maybe not. But they showed me you shutting it down. It's a lot more powerful than it is today. Carol? Any messages for me? Let's see. One moment. Connect to Archangel Michael's energies for healing. Metatron is good during the day. Michael is good good for nighttime. It's just that it's if you want like to open up your chakras, to open yourself up during the day. Metatron's excellent for that. Might feel a change, possibly. It's hard to say. Any messages for me from my brother Jim, who crossed over in 2008? That was definitely his time to go. Now, he didn't want to leave, but he is glad he did. He's holding on to this reality, so he is crossed over, but he's not. He's still very. I want to call him trapped here, but he's holding on. He really did not want to go. So she's not really showing what happened to him or anything, but a lot of stress around him. So I'll just set up energies. Yeah, send him your prayers. I don't know if it's cancer or something. I don't know. Katie and Dance, any messages? One moment. Well, follow the blue fox for you. And you have Atlantean energies that have not been connected to. You knew Jesus as an Atlantean on a parallel Earth. Depends on how you want to look at Jesus. There's different parallel realities, but Jesus was a very positive Atlantean and he went dark. You might be able to connect with that. Realize we're all connected to different parallel realities. Not always the easiest to connect to, but we are opening up the diagram of that. I think they haven't showed you defeating him. Not sure you can connect with that or not. Question 2, any other messages? You're connected to Mars, as you've been told. Zozo, the unicorn of Mars. The unicorn of Mars not necessarily has a unicorn horn. It's like sometimes it might look like a dragon. Instead, it's something that was manifested. Basically, it's like beings from other realms can be manifested through Martian energies. And you might be able to, you've seen things like you see in fiction, like creatures being evolved. Like comes like, hey, everything's normal. Oh, what now? Somebody brought this creature from another dimension into our reality. So that's something for you've experienced that. You're still going through the trauma slightly, it seems. Especially when you know there's something not right about this reality. There you go. Renee, are all my chakras open? If not, what can I do? Your root chakra and your heart chakra seem to be hard ones to open. Ask for Metatron's assistance, the fairy energies to assist. Blue light, blue energy light. You can breathe in blue. You can breathe in just light, or breathe in blue light. Well, another way is you can breathe in light, surround your chakra, hold it, and then let it go. And you're like letting go of the darkness that was connected to it. And just keep doing that a couple of times. It's up to you. You can do that for our chakras. You breathe in light, you hold it around your root chakra, you hold it for a little bit, you let it out. See how you feel about that. There's also meditations you can listen to on YouTube for opening up your chakras. Just play it while you sleep. It's up to you. Question 2, any messages from Yeshua or the Palladians? You're open up new realms of possibilities in this reality. Basically, your spiritual vibration. You're going into your crown chakra basically to open up new timelines. I'm not sure if it's going to be this year, but that sounds February. But I think it might take a year for it to happen. Always ideas and new possibilities. Nothing's going to come up just yet, but you are going to go into a new direction soon. Yeah, they're not saying when or how or when or what. They're not giving me a time frame, but you are going to have at least your mental state going in a different direction. Yeah, when the time is right, but you're on your way towards it. Most likely be a spiritual direction. Symmetry, any messages for me? You're grounding your energies better. Is there parallel realities are connected to are bringing healing? So just ask for assistance to heal, like the zombie realities. Those aren't easy realities to let go of. So continue to do a healing with that. Ask for assistance, you will overcome it. Yeah, because you're leaving that realm altogether. Many are still trapped there, as you probably feel. Gundam, any messages? I think your mother is connected to that reality. Gundam, any messages from my guide? Yeah, connect to the Arcturian realities, parallel Earth realities, and also artificial intelligence realities. When you see artificial intelligence everywhere, that's the reality you're coming from. Give it more of maybe images or whatever it might be, even a Zeta parallel reality, several of those. Any messages from, I don't know what that is, it's a spirit guide energy. Yeah, things aren't happening as fast as they like to, but your creativity will start to increase. You never was looking for the easiest answer, so you will find them within. There's a Zeta energy to that being too. Maddie, can you tell me Michael Jackson? Can you tell Michael Jackson that I absolutely love him and would like to ask him what are his 5 favorite songs? Beat It is one of them. I have to look it up. Yeah, there's a positive side of him, and Beat It was definitely one. Heal the World is one. I think, who is it? I think he likes them all. Bad, definitely. And whatever. It's usually his earliest songs too. When he was a kid. But he's not showing me what. Yeah, Thriller. And I don't know if that was all 5. Billie Jean is definitely one of them too. Beat It was definitely number 1. Let's put it that way. So, can you ask my uncle what are some new and otherworldly things that he discovered in Astral? Snow reality, where it's always snowing, but it's not cold. It's actually hot. Imagine that. Jeez. Mountains of snow everywhere, and it's hot. Like, maybe like the desert now. Is also connected to many Archon worlds where the world is always changing. Like, you go outside and you feel like you're on feels like you're on another planet. Like, you go and try to figure out your place here. It's like, who the hell are you going to be? Like, even your job description changes. And then when you go home, your home stays the same. Everything else changes. And even that, your home can even change too. But you'll know it's almost like you're starting over. That's messed up. It's like almost, yeah, there are a route where you just your whole life starts over. Yeah, you have to figure yourself out and figure out where you get work and yada yada yada. Jeez, love that. All right, Jim F. You mentioned I jump in and out of my body a lot. What am I achieving in astral? I see I've learned a lot of felines recently, assisting them to open up the earth a little bit more. Some of them are kind of blocking us. Some alien beings, even spirit beings, block us from our direction. So I see you trying to bring in more of the future knowledge or our higher knowledge. And sometimes you get through, sometimes we don't. We all get blockages on a daily basis. We open up, hey, look, I'm connecting to Agarth. The next day, hey, look, I'm connecting to nothing. So, yeah, it's like a Rubik's Cube. We're always trying to align everything, and you put it down, hey, look, I figured it out. And in the next minute, it's all messed up again. So that's what I see. You're trying to bring some order out of chaos. That's part. You're working with angels, definitely. A message from my higher self. Basically, yeah, you want basically humanity to help find itself, and a lot of difficulties here. I know, especially with children. And bring some of the madness of the higher realms into this realm. Just even angel energies can be very intense. It's like there's just a lot of power there. And it can be both positive and negative, but it has a balance, but it's very intense. And here we're just, in some ways we have it good because we're not always, because sometimes when you have that power energy, like you can do anything, you can abuse it. So in this world, not many people have a whole lot of power. Like work at McDonald's, what's your power there? Just not cleaning stuff right. You know what I mean? But if you have a lot of power, you can easily abuse. Not to say why everybody's here because everybody abused it, but at some point you're going to. Even the angels are tested because they have a lot of power and they can go in the wrong direction. But think about it. Like if you're think of yourself like we'll use the financial side of it. Like you're a billionaire, unlimited amount of funds. You want to do good, but sometimes you want to do something that's not so good. But I think you understand. Beth, just the other day on Tuesday, when I woke up, my ears were ringing for a couple of hours very loudly, and certain old energies are very painful lately. It's my body adjusting to the Schumann frequency that it's spiking so dramatically. Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah, Schumann frequency. See if I can find the site here. Maybe not. No, I have the link. I have to. But yeah, you're basically adjusting to the Earth's vibrations. Yes. Yeah. Even the angelic realms can be kind of, even their energies can really hit us, and we're at such a low vibration. When we receive positive energy, it can also be very, very difficult for us to function with that energy. I mean, sometimes positive energy can feel like negative energy because we're so used to the low vibrations. It's all on how it transmits into us. I know it sounds strange, but it's just more positive energies are coming in. It's just we're not used to that. So you're opening yourself up. You're almost. I feel like you're like a what do you call it? What's the word? Can't think of it. I can see it, but the message, a solar panel. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the Earth is definitely shifting, for sure. Yeah, Tuesday. That's that. Notice how the government and all this nonsense kind of cleared out. There's a shift after that. There was a shift this week because all that government Russia crap. There's a major shift. Any messages for me? I do see you connecting to Agartha for healing a lot of insectoid energies here, like disease. Insectoids are very connected to because they carry disease. Of course, we carry disease like better than anybody. I have to say you have to like the butterfly energies you can connect to, and also look at the. I mean, I did a channel. I haven't published it yet, but the insectoid, like the fairies and human. Imagine what that process was between a Garthian being and the insectoid to add those wings. There's a whole evolution to that. It didn't just happen. I believe you're a part of that. Why you connect to it. And the wings have a lot of knowledge in them. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does anyone have a message on our financial situation? I have a couple of messages telling me it's going to be all right, but it has been going downhill for a year now since those messages. It's going to be all right. Well, it's all in your interpretation of it. It's challenges that are needed. Just the old turn things around. It seems like a lot of mistakes have been, a lot of financial decisions were not the best. What I'm getting. Things will turn around, but just your, I don't know, it seems like recent decisions have not been the best recently. And that's what caused it. So, or part of it. Just hang in there, weather the storm. I don't know when things are going to be, a couple months possibly. It's all in how you see find it. Yeah, just challenge. Well, yeah, just stay strong. Does my higher self have any messages for me? Well, that was, I guess, from gatherings, like you got the message that things are going to be okay, so you changed it. It changed reality, changed timelines. But you connect to the parallel reality where finances are doing well. Yeah, just focus on the right decision making, it might take some time to fully connect with that. You're doing a lot of self repair. So it's kind of like the financial situation is having to go within. So I know that's crappy, but things will start improving. Just, I don't know. This is spring, right? Just stay strong. I feel, Jess, I feel a past life connection with Alpha Centauri. Can you shed some light on this or any messages? Being a star system for me, yeah. Well, yeah, you've done a lot of healing and in Alpha Centauri. You're a being, basically a light being that can transmute through space, time, and different realities. And basically, you're a fifth dimensional being. Of course, you've had worlds similar to this. But it was a lot more exciting than this one. But you're like an angelic energy there. You had a lot of fun. It feels like you're just there for conversation a lot of times. Just hear all these crazy ass. All the crazy people come from Alpha Centauri. They're all just nuts. It's great. What messages does my future self have for me from the year 3000 have for me at this time? Take care of your teeth. That's the first thing. Not say or not. What message? That's the first thing they said. It was more of a joke. More humans are going to understand the underground. Well, they're not saying necessarily they're just going to understand the earth that they're standing on. And more future beings. Now, future beings are already here. Time travelers are already here. They don't make themselves known usually. Some of them are aliens, not all of them. They have to be very careful with who they interact with. Obviously, they're not going to make themselves well known, but they do live among us. Doesn't mean I don't think they live in an actual house and stuff like that. They come and go. I don't think some of them, they might be living a life here. I don't think they are, but there might be. Obviously, they're not going to make that the easiest to connect with. But I mean, you can connect to current time travelers if you want. See what you receive from that. That's about all I get from that. There's probably more, but raw end. Do I have any messages from a cat named Lizzie who crossed over around 7 years ago? She is doing well. She is like a spirit guide energy to you at this time, helping you make the right decisions, helping you eat right, and helping you exercise and be more feline like. And even in personality, you might see some of her energies in your personality because they do connect to you. Your personalities do hold on to you. Like you act like your cat. You know, I don't like mine sometimes. So, so yeah, you have some of her personality traits. Do you have any messages from Palladian guide name Azula? You're connecting more to your multi-dimensional self. You do come from a reality where it's all insectoid beings. Even the Palladians are still trying to figure out the insectoids. They have not quite figured them all out. Well, there's always going to be beings like on this world. You know, I saw there's always an insectoid, always new species. Well, the Palladians, even Palladians have done the same thing, where there's always a new Palladian species. Not always insectoid. They're just feel like, they're humanoid. Here's another humanoid. Here's another humanoid. It's like, where are all these humanoids coming from? So it's constantly a growth. So in this world, you're going to, uh, connect with that. There's all different types. Just from the insectoid point of view, it's vast. It's like almost connected to an archon energy because they insectoids have mastered a lot of different species. Not to say have mastered archons, they have dived into their vibrations of knowing more about them, their reality, than other species have, and it kept their sanity. So I see archons. Some do look like insectoid, not all. Hopefully that's helpful. Ryan, my brother Larry is a good boxer and can train long hours without any problems. But when fighting in the ring, has gagging issues which can often cause him to throw up. Can you tell him why this is and how to fix this and gets in his way? When spiritual meditation is good, it feels like part of him doesn't want to be in the ring anymore too. He might be a better trainer than an actual boxer. That's why I feel like was like longevity will be as a trainer. I don't know if he's going to be like that, do more spiritual cleansing and healing, but I'm not sure that's going to work. I mean, down the road, I think a trainer would be the ideal place because just like in the box, yeah, it's just I think a lot of it is just you can also clear out his spirit guide energies, and I don't know if anything is going to work. If you think about being more of a trainer, a personal trainer, or training boxing and other stuff with training, I think you'll have more success. Up to him. But if this is boxing career, I don't know. It's not looking good. Only because he wants to keep his mental stability working. And so I'll have any good answers for that. Does Prime Career have any message for me? Well, your feelings, what do you feel about that? What are you getting? Because the answer is there, but not everybody wants to hear it. There are other career paths your brother can go into that you've actually tapped into, but you might not want to hear it. That's what you're there for. Help him make a transition. If he's okay with that. Obviously, it's not something I'm going to dive into very quickly, but it's like he's having trouble up there. It's not going to get any better from what it looks like. It might, but I'm not seeing it. I feel like Spirit is saying it's time to go in another direction. But that's for him. Miles, do I have any messages from Mother Gaia? One moment. Let's see here. Feel Garth's energies Um, like it's like sleeping in a soft bed. It's just being comfortable. Like connecting to the comforts of higher dimensional realities. Like like you're in the clouds. And life is good, and you'll see the world in have a different point of view. You'll see that the lessons of humanity. You might see alien beings around people, helping them with their tests. For good or for bad, doesn't matter. Whatever. It's all good. I mean, even if it's negative, it's still good because it's part of the growth. And the reason why, at least why I see felines here, because felines are trying to help humanity learn from their mistakes. Makes perfect sense. Because I'm hard on the felines. A lot of them, yeah, we're learning from their mistakes in the past. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, just see what you feel with that. Any messages from beings? There's a lot of Andromedan energies around you. Say forgive yourself. Part of you is kind of holding a grudge against yourself slightly. Maybe it's for school or something like that. It feels like school. And just let that grudge go. Grudges are tough. Henry? Can my galactic family be able to help me with my financial issues going on now? Archangel Michael feels like basically stay strong. It's a test of the will. Focus on your manifestation. Of course, you have been. It says manifest a little bit differently. What will fill your heart? What will make your heart happy? And maybe not think about the financial, your heart. It's heart will guide you in the right direction, like your small business, you're weathering the storm too. You're also making a transition that some beings don't want you to make. You will find it. You already found it. You will continue it. Do I have any new angelic or off-world races beings that would like to talk to me or have any message for me? Positive archon races that are angelic archon energies. Basically say you are rewriting history as a human. You are blocking those that are blocking you. You are blocking them. You're I wouldn't say you're just kind of, it's like, how do you word it? They do things to you. You don't attack them, but you just you talk to them. But in your path here, your timelines are shifting. Won't be 100% in the new direction that you're looking for, but you're worrying more about your spiritual self, and that's going to advance rapidly. And the financial struggles are there to help you with that, but you will manifest the income when you find your spiritual self right. So you're going to open up blockages. There are some blockages now because you're kind of going through a washing machine right now, as you know. Of course, you've been going through it for a while, but I feel like the dial has been up a notch slightly. But you'll get through it. It's necessary. When things do cool down, you'll see the world a whole lot more open. That's for sure. Just stay strong. Things will improve. Anonymous, I don't know who this is, but I'll just do the best I can. Do I have a main spirit animal? Horse. Realize I don't know who you are, so I'm doing the best I can here. I've been tapping into some of the anger of the roads and any anger, and I get a lot of archon connections. My question is, are the archons naturally like this? Or a type of anger that is simply manipulation of the humans? Well, they help bring that anger out. Now I don't know, it depends on, archons are really weird. Sometimes it's like, hey, we'll help you be angry if you want to be. They're tricky beings. So they have different aspects of themselves. They just like messing with people. But that doesn't mean they can mess with you in a positive way. It's just more people here are more into their darker side. So here, let's explore your darker side. Yeah, how much of a bad driver can you be? We'll find out, won't we? It's just it's we're part of a Archon grid. Things will shift out of that. Just people are just following their highest, not so good, as you can see. Keanu, does my higher self check something real quick, make sure things. Anyway, yeah, just making sure my audio is working. Yeah, check my email instead. Yeah, Keanu, does my higher self have any messages for me about finding a second job? Yeah, give it just keep looking. It might take a couple months possibly for what you really want. Yeah, just those are not the easiest energies. You just keep doing what you're doing. There's a lot of stuff going on, manipulations too. Just don't worry about that. Just follow what your highest good. Yeah, they test the will when looking for a job. You will find it. Any other messages? You're opening up multiple timelines for more positive connections. Things that haven't happened just yet. But it's also a spiritual test. You know more about yourself. And manifesting is just that, not with a job situation, as kind of going back to your first question, it's, I don't know, just, I'll go back to your second question. You're not really going to your first one anymore. Things will improve. That's all they're saying. Just things will get better. Just know that you're on the right track. They're just keeping it simple for you. Susie, what have you been doing in Astral? I just see Nordic Palladians right now. Some of them are playing violin. Some of them are harp music. You're chilling out, resting. I also see gorilla beings. Some of them are playing music too. There's probably more going on, but that's just mellow energies. Nothing wrong with that. Are there any messages for me? Attention to detail. You're very connected to ancient Greece. Time of Helen of Troy. You're part of that time period. Doesn't mean that you're involved with any of that. You're part of you were connected to situations that were similar to that in the past. Donna Riggs, during the last webinar, being stated that my powers would be opening soon. Seriously, I have no idea what they are. Explained. I think they explained it last time from what I can feel. You just got to connect to people. You just got to start talking. When you're talking to people, things will start opening up more. Part of you is blocking yourself. I'm not sure why you're blocking it, but you have something in you that keeps blocking it. But you can't open up. But part of you just keeps shutting yourself down. It's like you're scared of your abilities. It feels like part of you is. You guys got to heal the fear. There's some kind of fear that's in you that's closing the stuff down. So, question 2. My old friend Elaine is thinking about moving this way. My relationship has been on and off last 35 years. Any insight of how it might go? This time she has money to support herself. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. She's a different person now. She's not the witch she was last time. She's let go of a lot of that. So I think you can learn a lot better energies from her. Oh, okay. Oh, Renee. Okay, cool. I mean, cough drop. Amy, any messages from my guides? Yeah, the male energies they're connected to. You want a different aspect of that? Apparently, you've been a parent to many of them. Makes sense, right? You have to, yeah. I don't know if this has been an old message, but yeah, you've been like a father figure to them. And it's like, so you connect them as a female, and it's like, see if they weren't anything. Some have, some haven't. Amy, any messages or any messages from Archangel Michael? Yeah, there's different aspects of this you're going to start looking at. You know, the parallel connections. You've also been a feline being that's been very, I want to say judgmental, very rough on, oops, on people. Not judgmental. Sorry, I'm doing this real quick. Um, you just been, I mean, yeah, just been a feline being that's been very tough on your teachings to others. I had to say you're doing that now. Because what they show is as a feline, as an alien being, however you want to look at that. You've been like the teacher, but also you can see it as a student. You like can see different perspectives very easily. You can tap into it. Even a lot of teachers can too. And you brought that here. So you kind of see different perspectives. Like, wow, this person's being kind of stupid, but I see why he's doing it. You know, stuff like that. You kind of, that's your feline instinct. So another thing Archangel Michael says, like a lot of people aren't realizing, like, yeah, you're here as human, but some people are here very fairy-like. Some of those girls work at strip clubs. Some are very drug addicts. But some are very gorilla-like, so they might look like a gorilla. You know, you've probably seen this. You know, people that act like a feline being, etc. And you might not see the facial features, but you know, from a archangel perspective, they see those things. But you will see those things as it's needed. Adrian, I have no idea if I'm saying your name right, but I can't pronounce anybody's name. I like butchering everyone's name. How many lives, incarnations have I had? Am I close to achieving complete harmony and creating more lessons to be learned? I think you're coming to a closure to your lifetimes here, if you want it. How many incarnations on this world? I got the number 500, but a lot of them are short. So like 30 years old, even as an infant, you've been here as an insectoid, you've been here as an animal being. Those are all added to that. So as a cat being, as different as a bat. So, you know, look at it from that perspective. A bird, I believe a bat has been a big one for you. That's just interesting. Don't connect to those very often. That's neat. I believe you're coming to your end of your cycle here. You have a lot of Egyptian connections too. Question 2: in my Illuminati reading, I seem to be in my other lives a bad being. Can you explain anything about this? Does it mean I'm not good? Well, that's only one aspect of it. There's other aspects. That was a part of spirit needed to be brought out. No, they don't go into. Now you're doing the more positive Illuminati energies here. So, in other lifetimes too. So they just brought that up to, like, sometimes they need to say things to get that out of your system. Like, who are you now? You're not any of that, right? Well, then there you go. So you've mission accomplished. But, you know, you need to, I mean, the bad stuff is needed. It's like, you know, you'd be surprised how many are rewarded for doing their bad. You'd be, some people are like, what are you talking about? Because you're getting it out of your system. You're getting it out. And you're teaching people stuff too. People say there's nothing to come out of it. Yeah, when you're going through it, yeah, it's hell. But when you're looking from a different perspective, you are teaching others your stuff. So, you know, is it bad? It's all in your perception of it too. So, I mean, some really bad people say they're doing a lot of good. So, look at Bill Gates. So, I'll leave you with that. Basco. Since last Friday night, I have waken up twice in the middle of the night, gasping for air, choking. This is attack, sleep. Yeah, it feels like reptilian energies. You're you're connecting more to your Venus. You're opening yourself up more. You're connecting more to your Venus side. You're opening up more to parallel realities, and you're healing a lot of the demonic sides of yourself in the past. So you're making peace. That's huge. Yeah, you're making a lot of peace with yourself. And you're going to another realm of, this won't. Last Friday night, yeah, it was a major attack. That's for sure. That won't happen anymore. I don't think so. I think, see, you had an argument with a being that was supposed to have been a friend and wasn't, like an astral realm, reptilian being. It wasn't Novak, somebody else. And it just like went off on you. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Because you have like a different perspective. Hey, I'm going to look at things a little bit differently. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, and you got to act. Like, you'd be surprised how much an astral realm, which is stay the same. You evolve there. It's not easy to evolve. It's like here. Like here, try to evolve here, and you get attacked by everybody. Oh, you're crazy. You're this, and astral happens there too. I know it sounds weird, but any other messages from anyone? You went through a major upgrade too. Now you might not see it just yet. Your perspective is going to start altering over time. You have a lot of, I think I've mentioned somebody else, Egyptian energies too that will start to evolve. You might see Egypt on other planets too. And to go in Mars, I feel like you're healing. It's like Mars is brought here to, have humanity go through a lot of darker side of itself, but now a lot of that Martian stuff's being disconnected slowly. And a lot of Martians don't want to leave. They want to stay here forever. At least the darker side is going to be released from the, Earth has a contract like everything. Look at the different eras. Look at the 1950s. And look at now. Look how much things have changed. Well, we're going to go through that again. I think you saw the future too. I think you saw the future, and some beings do not want you to see that. That's what I'm getting from that. Yeah, I saw a future that, we're not always aware. Like in the spirit realm, we see everything. Astral, we see it, but it's like astral and spirit's a little bit different. Spirit is where everything is perfect. We see everything, but it's disconnected from astral. Like astral is another part of the spirit realm, but astral is more connected to us. And it's part of our. I know it's weird, but it's where our workings are. We're always in astral. It's always in flux. But to help us, it's like our spiritual self helping us here, and our other side in spirit is doing something totally different. At a bar, living a good life, or however you want to look at it. Everyone's gonna have a different aspect of that. It doesn't matter. All right, there we go. Much love, everyone. Thank you for your questions. Hopefully, I got everybody's stuff. So, all right, take care, and see you tomorrow. Much love.